Yeah. So thanks for coming back. Now, one thing that a lot of people have brought to my attention is that I don't dream. Now, a lot of people tend to laugh at that, or I mean, I kind of thought it was pretty cool. Not cool, but I'm like I never really thought too much into it because if you dream a lot of times people wake up and they have these horrible nightmares and crazy things are happening to them or whatever the case is. Like that's like the main concern I always had. But I don't dream. Like I told you guys that before. Like I close my eyes, things get black, and then I wake up. So I say that to say this. Probably has nothing to do with it. Fear, man. Like what scares people? Like I have I used to be a big fan of like the ocean, but recently I started realizing that like it's very very scary. Like if you was on a boat in the middle of the sea, like say like on some pirate shit, you're on a boat in the middle of the sea, nowhere to go. Like you tend to think I'm not even gonna say nowhere to go. It's just like a cruise ship. You're on a cruise ship. You tend to think that's like an amazing thing. You're having a good time. You're on a cruise ship, and something bad happens, like a storm, there's a hole in the boat. Like you seen Titanic, you saw Titanic. Titanic is crazy. Like first of all, we're not even gonna get into the racial shit because if Titanic really happened, it was a wrap. They were drowning poor people. Like they was like if you was poor, you couldn't even get up. Like they was like putting kid fences on people's like exits. Like it was crazy. So imagine these days what would happen. Like poor minorities, whatever you want. Like it's a wrap. Like you're not going nowhere. Like you gotta see Poseidon, man. Like what is that? You will be Aquaman. You're gonna pray for Aquaman. Hopefully he come get you. But we're gonna stick with fears. That's something that's good. Cause I know a lot of people they have like that honey thing. I forgot what it's called, but it's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Arachnophobia, like that spider, like spiders are horrifying to me. And it's crazy because it wasn't spiders either that created like a huge fear in me. It wasn't spiders. It was actually a movie. It was a tick movie where ticks were like burrowing in people's skins and like doing crazy stuff. And for some strange reason as a kid, it just translated to spiders because spiders were way more scary than a tick. And spiders look crazier than ticks. So that created a huge fear of spiders with me. Like I have no idea why. And then on top of that, you guys see those Australian spiders that look like cats and they're like the size of dogs and they could tackle you and knock you off your bike and shit. No, 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 no. That's not like that's scary. That's insane. Then they say, "Oh, when you use the bathroom, make sure you look in the toilet." I don't want to look in the toilet. I don't want to. That's why. So if I have to look in the toilet when I open the bath, open my when I open my toilet lid, I have to look in. What if it's there already? He won. The spider won. If the spider's in my toilet, he won. He got the lease. Fuck it. He even got my family. He got them all. I'll send the child support and all that shit. It's over. The spider dad, Spider Man. It's just I don't know, man. Like it's just some wild shit out there. And the sad part is, like, we keep shit real on this side. So it's like I was pretty much raised in the projects. There was gun violence and things of that nature. So that's more normal than these crazy scenarios that I'm telling you. And that's the crazy part about how life is. And I told you that sometimes when you speak to people, it's like you can humble them with a conversation. Like so somebody could look at a movie and be like, "Hey, oh, whoa, this movie is crazy." They just blew up a building. But then somebody that's actually been in the army and they actually been blowing up buildings for years will looking like, yeah, that was Monday. So it's just crazy. But another thing, those caves. You ever seen those dudes or females that just they wiggle through the caves, man? Like, what are you doing? Like, where are you going? Why are you doing that? And yo, it's incredible. Like that, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I heard about a situation where a woman, and you can look it up. A woman, she went without her husband. They was on a trip together. She went without her husband to like cave. I forgot what it's called, like cave crawl or something like that. And she actually passed away because she went off the route and like she got stuck. And then she like her phone was like a half a mile in a different direction, and it was crazy. Like I don't know why. And I'm not saying like that's a fear that would never happen to me because there's no reason why I would be in a cave. Like I don't really see myself in a cave at all. Like, but like the water stuff, like I would like to go on a cruise, so that's kind of crazy. Like I've seen a bunch of movies where people are just you supposed to float somewhere. Like I'm just gonna sink to the bottom of the ocean. Then then they got these videos of like these mermaids that well now I'm joking, but I mean, Ariel somewhere. Then even whales. I've seen like I used to go to the aquarium and like I saw a Free Willy and the little white boy he was out there trying to save Willy, but then I saw a bunch of willies. Wait, don't they call like penises willy? Yeah, this I kind of fucked this whole conversation up. Whales, what are they? Orcas. Okay, so the little boy was trying to save an orca. Uh, it's not a great white whale. It's an orca. You're trying to save an orca. Now the thing is, these things in real life are like dangerous. Like they attack and violate other stuff in the ocean. So it's like you're trying to save this monster of a whale when reality is that whale is a killer whale. That's what they call killer whales. What are you doing? Like, man, there's just a lot of things going on in the water. A lot of things. So we got the whole water aspect, whole unknown stuff. Then we got the spiders. Like, oh my god, that's the only good thing about living in New York. Like, you're not really gonna encounter spiders. Like, you encounter roaches though. Like, roaches is everywhere, especially in like I don't know. It's like see the thing is roaches was like such a '90s thing. So it's like in like the 2000s and probably like the 3000. Like I don't know. Like, what do you really see in people's houses? Dirt. People just have dirty houses. Like, yeah, we gonna talk about that. People dead do be having dirty houses. That's kind of crazy. I know everybody that know me is like, but I'm just saying, like, people dead. It's kind of interesting, but and then we have cave crawling. Yeah, cave crawling. That's scary, but that's not something. Oh, last but not least, hot air balloon. I think that might be the worst thing. That might be number one. A hot air balloon. So that's it. That's my list right there. Those four things. And maybe like aliens coming back, but that's a whole nother conversation. Because you don't know what type of aliens are going to come back. Like, you want those aliens that are like they blood is acid and they over here burning you and wilding out. You want those World of War aliens that are just snatching you up and grinding you. Like, you want alien, like, come on, man. Or you want ET that you could just, put in your backpack and he's pretty cool. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on with that. But I'm telling you, those five things right there, that's my fear list, man. Think about it. Think about your fears. you could compare them to mine. But a hot air balloon, oh my god! Like just you know what it is? It's just being up in the air, so high, bro. You're in a balloon. How many times you was at a birthday party and the balloon just popped by itself? I'm done. Bye.